How did you find yourself in the entertainment industry? What drew you to acting?
Actually, the need to do something with my life was what prompted me, I guess, to enter show business. The need for a path, just some sort of direction, because I landed a Pantene commercial, and from there opportunities came about, and I was really lost at that time. My mother had just died. I wasn't doing well in school, so I just needed something. I needed to make money. Yun ang number one. I needed something. And when the opportunities opened up, sabi ko, ito na ba yun, Lord? Sige, tignan natin where this path leads me. So yun. So that was step one. Sorry. And then of course, when I was already in the business, I didn't know what I was doing. I had no experience, no acting workshop prior to that, and it was just being on set. And I think I really fell in love with it when I did Milan with Direk Olivia Lamasan, and that was the first time that I realized na, oh, so this is acting. But even before that, with Direk Joel, what we were doing a soap. But kasi when you're doing a soap opera, you're doing so many scenes in one day. It's not a workshop. Parang it's not like he was giving us a workshop. So with Inang, we were able to do a workshop, and then of course we're taking fewer scenes a day. Siya pa mas nakatutok. So doon ko na-realize na, oh my God, love ko pala to. Hindi lang dahil sa pera, sa direksyon, of course, 'di ba, yung mga pangangailangan ko sa buhay ko. Beyond that, parang I found a sense of purpose and an excitement for something that maybe I am meant to do this, and maybe this is what I should keep doing. Yeah, I fell in love with acting when I did Milan.
What were the challenges that you faced when you were just starting to get your name out there?
I think like both for men and women, but I guess I can only speak as a woman. The challenges were, uh, you do encounter some people who may take advantage of you or may want to take advantage of you because of your vulnerability as a young, impressionable woman who obviously wants to make a name for herself. There are those people, there are those instances. I mean, buti na lang I was spared from anything, that really would get me into a very awful situation. Not to say that I didn't experience anything in the beginning that, you know, I don't want my daughter to experience. I mean, basically. Challenges also specifically for me was because I had lost 100 pounds. So I had a unique body, let's say that. So I lost a lot of roles that were already handed to me. Some even I signed a contract for down payment na, but because of my body, I lost the part. My body didn't fit the role. I wasn't thin enough. I wasn't sexy enough. Which of course now I consider as a blessing. And I just accept it with grace now. But syempre, when that happened, it was very painful. But it's all part of my learning curve as an actress and as a woman, as a human being. Um, I in my head, one of the challenges was like, am I getting this because my father was in the industry? I think that was my resistance in the beginning, why I didn't want to join, because I felt like it was because of his connections lang. But I guess that made me more motivated to really do better. Like all the challenges, all the setbacks, I used it to fortify me, to strengthen me, to help me become better as an actress. Yeah. So yeah, I think those were the challenges. Of course, just making a name for yourself, like to be taken seriously, to go beyond, the young, naive starlet. Syempre, in the beginning, di ba? To make my way up and up and up, parang just slowly climbing the ladder. Um, I think actually, ano din yun, making a name for myself. Yeah.
See you for the summit in breaking stereotypes. So having been in showbiz for more than 20 years already, were you ever subjected to any stereotypes, whether harmful or maybe not so much, as a female actress throughout your career?
Definitely. I think I think because of my body, I was cast early on as, or also the way I look, because I've always had quite a mature face, which worked to my advantage din naman in the especially in the beginning. I mean, until now. Basta, because of that, I didn't go through teeny bopper. I was also 19, 20. So, parang I was always cast na agad in serious, dramatic roles, which is good. But also, I was with mid-20s, I was already playing mother roles. Maybe because I was hip-heavy, I was, I don't know, mukhang nanay na. Or maybe I just had the aura of a mother. I don't know. And then, I think in this business kasi, parang I was, okay, my dream is to be given an opportunity to at least pursue some kind of comedic role, to be given an opportunity to play something light. I've had some opportunities, parang more. Kasi nga, na typecast kayo, you get boxed in. And I understand that. But I think sometimes we have to give people opportunities to shine in different ways. And, well, I guess a lot of times I like to challenge uh, stereotypes. I like to go beyond what my comfortable safe zone is personally. So it's scary and I might fail, but it is more of a failure for me if I know I didn't try. So I think yun lang that it's tough because you get typecast to do certain things and you want to go beyond that. And like I'm so grateful that they've cast me as Mama Mary in their heads because wow, what an honor. But at the same time, there's pressure to have to live up to that. And also like so if I curse, di bagay sa akin. I've seen that parang di bagay sa kanya. Kasi parang ito sa clip from Bliss which I did. And for someone who I guess that person I saw it online it was somebody posted it I think on TikTok and then somebody said di bagay kay Iza Calzado magmura. But and then of course me, I actually curse in real life. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Like, but I'm human. You're only looking at me through the lens of the roles that I've played, but I am more than those roles. Actually, most of the roles I played, I don't resonate with because I'm super different from those roles. I'm not as serious in real life. As in, ang kulit ko, ang ingay ko. Alam mo yun talagang opposite of a lot of the roles that I've played. So, there's that. And then, of course, as I was getting older, you're not that I'm chasing youth, di ba? Pero now, I think, and it's great because of the film Rewind, when now Dong and Marian achieved that level of success in their careers at that age, at this age where we're at. I think it's breaking the glass ceiling also for producers seeing that hey, it's not only the young ones that we should pour money into, because actually older, mature stories. There's a huge market for that. So there's a market for all. And it's a constant wanting to go beyond what sometimes I've put myself in. So when I became part of She Talks Asia, that's me challenging myself to go beyond being an actress, learning from my peers here, my co-founders. When I did that also earlier on in my career, and I'm so grateful I did. I ventured into hosting, and it has provided me with a lot of opportunities, work opportunities beyond being on set, filming TV or films. So it's I guess constant evolution. It's a constant yearning to grow and learn, a constant trying to break the stereotypes that have been placed on me or that I have learned to place on myself. So it's constantly challenging that.
I guess it's like one of the sides of showbiz that not a lot of people see. So a lot of people think that it's all glitz and glamour, attending events and stuff like that. So,
Which is just, a lot of it, it's just now, ha? Right, Uge? Dati naman, ng pag-artista, hindi lang attending events. Actually, more time kami talaga on set. It's just that now, with the social media and all the other events, parang you just see us getting glammed up all the time. Actually, nakakapagod siya. And to me, that is not my job as an actress. It's my job as a celebrity. Uh, it's just, it comes with the job at the moment. But yes, it's not all glitz and glamour. And honestly, I quite like the non-glamorous aspect of it. It's nice to be dolled up, especially before kasi minsan lang siya. Ngayon lagi, tas ngayon magko-content ka pa na parang paganda ka ng paganda. Actually, nakakapagod siya. When really, I just want to work with Eugene Domingo on a film. Oh, 'di ba? Yes, of course we get made up for certain roles, but it's so nice to just, it's also nice to work on something and like create that sort of art. Whoa, art. Sabi? Yeah.
in relation to that, are there any common misconceptions that people usually have about being a woman in showbiz? Aside from what you've already mentioned.
I think maybe some think that, we're just vain narcissistic people. I have to say that I have a certain level of vanity and narcissism, and I have to admit to that. Yes, of course. I think we all do. Iba-ibang levels lang. Sa tingin ko naman medyo healthy pa yung sa akin. Minsan, umi-extra. Pero, sapat pa naman. I think, kahit pa paano nakatapak pa naman ako sa lupa. Ah, I think maybe some people may not take us as seriously. Some people maybe think of us as puppets or mascots. And that's something that, just, I don't know why, but it is. Kasi nga, I don't know. Kasi, I don't know why, but it shouldn't be, is what I'm saying. Because a lot of us are actually smart in different ways. A lot of us are actually, very wise as well. And parang ganun naman talaga yung life. But I think a lot may not take celebrities as seriously because, we're here for entertainment, diba? So, baka it's not people don't think it's a serious business. But it actually takes a lot of work to, even content creation, ha? Because mahirap siya. Content creation, yeah, it takes a lot of creativity, planning. I can't even do that. I have to hire people because because I was so used to being the talent and you just show up on set and then, of course you do your part. But now, sabi ko nga nag-produce akong content the other day, wow, I'm a producer now. So, it is something that to be taken seriously. And it's not all just a vanity project. There are a lot of people who put their heart and souls in it and have, are well-meaning, the intention is good, and want to give something substantial to people. So, what I understand, yun nga, kasi, parang inisip siguro, entertainment is not, it's for entertainment. But it takes a lot of work to actually mount a film, to mount a TV show, or even to content that you consume now from your phones or your social media platforms.
In the Philippines, there seems to be an obsession with breakups and third parties in the country. So, especially like if the third party is the woman, parang almost always she's going to get dragged. So,
I think it's not,
is it misogynistic or?
I think it's cultural. I think it goes beyond, of course, it's just highlighted and it's a microscopic lens when it comes to the affairs and the matters of celebrities, actors, and actresses. But I think it's cultural. It's double standards Because if a man does that, it's acceptable. It's almost shrugged off. Of course, people will still talk about it, but not in the way that they crucify um, those, if it's a woman who does that. Uh, i- it's just hard. And I think it goes just beyond the affairs and all of this. Parang it's so much easier to destroy the credibility of a woman versus a man. And I think it goes back to what Karen said earlier. Sometimes it's women bringing other women down. It's that jealousy, the cattiness. Uh, that is, again, also not our fault because perhaps it's something that was passed on to us. That is what we saw growing up. That's what we heard. But we also have the power to unlearn and relearn. So we also have the power to unlearn and learn new things and habits and practices. Again, we go back to challenging ourselves, but asking ourselves really tough questions. Like she said, are you supporting other women? Are you inclusive? And in times that you're not, then go back to, okay, how do I become better as a woman, as a human? Uh, Ako kasi nandun na ako sa ano eh. Sabi nga ni Ariana, ano ba yun? My business is mine, yours is yours, or something like that. Yun eh. Actually, we're all too busy just trying to thrive. If not survive, thrive in our lives. And if we find ourselves in a situation where we have too many opinions about something, maybe it's time to go within and see what we're trying to escape from. Because if you're really dealing with the things that are happening in your life, you wouldn't have time to pick on other people's business. Because you're just trying to be better and better and better. And that's it. So, but yes, it gusto mo kasi sabihin na misogynistic, di ba? But I think it's that also. But yeah, I really think it's that if you have too much time in your hands, it could happen. So let's get busy. Let's get busy so that you stay and focus on our own lane.
So you're also a mother to a young daughter. And given that, how do you balance motherhood with your job? Given that the showbiz industry is a very demanding place to be in.
It's tough. I'm not gonna say that it's not. It's easy. It can get so overwhelming. And I have yayas. I have people that help me at home, but it's still tough. And I'm not even on set all the time. I'm not even working all the time. But apart from that, I'm here with She Talks. You have other engagements. It's difficult because I want to be there with her all the time, as much as I can. So the guilt of not being with her can eat you up, of not spending enough time, of all these things. But also when you're there all the time, meron ka namang FOMO. May fear of, lalo in the beginning. And then now yet you're trying to do both, it's overwhelming. And then parang hindi ka sapat. Pagdating ko, parang hindi pa rin sapat yung binigay ko. You question yourself. So it's really a constant letting go and surrendering that, this is what I have to focus on. And also a constant choosing to prioritize my family. But that something will, I mean, sa akin, social life, yung pinaka has taken a backseat. Which is okay. If it's work and family, then that's fine. I'm such a social creature. Like, I love, seeing friends, meeting up with friends, going to events. And so I'm such a people pleaser. So that's really what I'm unlearning now. The constant need to please people and say yes and yes and yes to everything. So now I'm practicing the art of saying no. Not all the time, but really knowing when to say no so that I can prioritize my child. Because she needs me. and I want to be there for her. But at the same time, I need to work. So, yun, it's that. Ano pa lang 1 year pa lang. So, I'm still finding the groove and the flow of motherhood and my career. And yun din pala, I've had to also redefine what successful means to me. So, if dati, isipin ko lang that being successful means being on set all the time, having several projects, going on. Now, to me, success means I see my daughter happy. I spend enough time with her. But at the same time, I'm able to do something for myself as well. Whether it's working out, work, self-care, that's what I consider successful. Yeah.
Talked a lot about asserting yourself, asserting your space as a woman in the entertainment industry. So,
Oof.
given that, what advice can you give to women who would also like to cement places for themselves in their respective fields?
Number one is keep working hard. I think I always say this, just clock in your hours. Be better, do better, be better. And of course, ano yan, chacha yan eh. Minsan you feel like, yes, yes, yes. And then something might set you back and you feel, okay, hindi naman square one, pero you just have to keep going. Clock in your hours, do the work. Because you never know when that opportunity might come. And you have to be prepared for when the opportunity arises and opens up for you. And then I think it's so important to believe in yourself because in this industry, it's so easy to fall into the trappings of validation from other people. But ultimately, it is your self-belief, your faith in yourself, which for me is rooted also in my faith in God and my belief in God. That will really, I guess, make you shine brighter. And you won't have to keep trying to take from other people. Instead, you're filling yourself and then your light shines, I guess, brighter because you've filled your cup. So, belief in oneself, easier said than done. Kasi kahit ako, marami akong moments that I doubt myself. I question my worthiness. I question my talent. I question my intelligence. I question my capability. But then I have to remind myself of all that I am, my potential, and put it into action. So I have to also act on it. Yun yung hardest part actually. So there, believe in yourself.